Hello and welcome to another unboxing from Pushing Cardboard. Today we're going to take a look at not a new game. This is a used game, but I've been on a bit of a jag recently playing France 1940 games, and I never owned this one. So this is Ted Raicer's game. I think this came out in the 90s. I don't know if it's going to have a date on it here, but 2011. So not quite as old as I thought, but. Yeah, it says it's unpunched, and it was at my friendly local game store, so I gave it a go, and yeah, you're going to find out with me what it looks like. It comes in a standard GMT box, the standard size, the one that's quite like the old Avalon Hill boxes, what they used to call the bookcase games, This has been re-shrink wrapped because this had been opened, but as far as what it tells me, it's opened but unpunched. So we shall see. Yeah, it looks kind of like as advertised. So some multicolored dice. They're each one is slightly different than the others. Got some baggies. The counters are very, I don't know if you can see that, but they're very, maybe it's age. Maybe this was sitting somewhere damp or something, but they're bowed. You probably can't see that all that well, but anyway, here's some markers. And here's the units. Double-sided for the ones that are two-step, I assume. Looks like there's a lot of single-steppers there as well, or perhaps units that are already on their second step is maybe a way to think of it. Here's the map. It's a unmounted map, as you can see. Double-sided. So I don't know what's up with that. What have we got on this side? We've got all the tracks and everything you'd want. Le Havre to Delft up in the corner. How does it differ from... Well, I guess I'll have to learn the game because it's pretty much the same area, so it's I don't know. Hard to tell. Guess I'll learn when I learn the game. I'll find out what's going on with that map, why they have what looks like the same map on both sides, but I'm sure there's got to be subtle differences. They wouldn't have any reason to put the same map on both sides. Here's the rule book. Looks it's interesting. It looks a lot like it looks like a GMT rule book, of course, but in some ways it looks like how I think of a Mark Simonich rule book to look. And I bet if we look here, it's going to say counter art and map art is Mark Simonich. Package and art design, Roger McGowan. Doesn't say anything about who laid out the rule book, but yeah, it looks very much like their standard GMT style for hex and counter games. The only thing is, this came out in 2011. They were still using a glossier paper. They've gone to a less glossy paper now, I think, in rule books that doesn't have quite so much sheen on it. But anyway, it's a 22-page rule book, so not huge. The thing that I'll be really interesting to see is you know, games on France 40 are always, the challenge is always to see how you get the French army, which on paper was bigger and in many ways better than the German army. How do you get that big army to roll over without, you know, just really heavy-handed rules that handicap the French? And every designer who who takes a shot at France 40 has to wrestle with that. And I always find it interesting to see how they do it. So I guess we'll see what they do here. Sometimes it's just a case of here's the historical scenario. You don't have a hope as the French, but here's some other scenarios where we've changed things a bit. And anyway, we have this is a playbook, so we're gonna. Oh, I guess they're just talking about some of the units here. It's and here's scenario 1 is a historic campaign, and it's got some special units. Scenario 2, better Allied intelligence. Well, I don't know. Maybe that's the way. Maybe that's the way Ted Raicer did it. Maybe he did make scenario 1 you're totally handicapped as the Germans or as the Allies. That could be. So, quite a bit of rules for the individual scenarios. And then scenario 3 is a what-if scenario. This scenario assumes a better commanded French army, no movement restrictions, and no Operation Dynamo. Both sides have additional units. So, and then finally notes. Well, that's it's rare to see each scenario in a game have so many special rules just for the scenario. So that'll be interesting to see. I guess the game. I guess he's going to change the game quite a bit from scenario to scenario. And the final thing in here, it looks like we're going to have just some. Oh well, we've got. Scenario 4, Fortress Holland. I missed that one. So there's another little scenario on Holland. Player aid card. A second copy of the player aid card, and then a little map just for Holland. So I guess they have just a little scenario just on taking Holland. So, well, there you go. So my unpunched copy was unpunched, but the boards, or not the board, but the box and the counters are a bit warped. I think this has not been in the hasn't been in a place that had a constant level of humidity. It looks like it's been wet and dried or something. But in any case, still looks totally good, ready to play, and I look forward to playing it and see what Ted Raicer's take on France 1940 is. Thanks for watching. This has been Pushing Cardboard, and drop by the website sometime, pushingcardboard.com. We'll see you there.